So what is personal marketing? Basically, there is no real definition of personal marketing. You could say it's basically identifying and communicating those aspects of yourself that those or the other people don't have as a person. That can be, some people call it branding, personal branding as well, or marca personal. And in this case, it could be the way you dress, it could be the way you express yourself, it could be the way you act, your character, your form of looking at life, or whatever. It's you. It's why you're original, why you're different, why you stand out from the rest. So that's basically what I try and interpret as personal marketing, or the marketing of oneself. Some people call it selling yourself as well. Now, having worked in sales and marketing through my career in the pharmaceutical industry, principally, then I've tried to adapt sales and marketing techniques to human resources. And human resources applied to career planning, applied to trying to plan your own career if you can, trying to prepare yourself for a particular job, designing, if you can call it that, where you want to go in the future, how you're going to get there, mix it all in, and basically use, this is obviously within esic, you're the experts on sales and marketing, or should be, applying all of those factors, today's factors of modern marketing techniques, to a person. As a person, you're a product, and you're a product in a market. So if you try to believe or try to create the concept or believe, try and get the concept together that you are a product rather than a person, and apply the concept you apply to product marketing in a market, and the market in this case is the employment or labor market. So that's basically the idea, and that's the concept. Now, I'm not sure if it's a new invention, whether I've been using it for the past 10 years. And over that period of time, I've been helping people to plan their career, to prepare for interviews, to create the right attitude in terms of presenting themselves and selling themselves. Now, we're all salespeople at heart. From the person, let's say the young guy in a discotheque trying to chat up a young lady that he particularly likes, he's trying to sell himself. And you can go from that scenario to a person who is in an interview situation. So we all try and sell something. I sell my services to my clients or to potential new clients. I sell my clients to candidates with talent who I believe that my clients want or need to recruit in their companies. And I also sell illusion and hope in terms of looking for a new future and a brighter future. So that's my concept of personal marketing. I hope you've understood what I've tried to explain. If you're saying what's this about doing a personal marketing plan and what repercussions could it have? Well, number one, I mean, there's a piece of advice which I always give to people, which is, to actually earn money in life, we've got to work. Unless you're lucky and you win the lottery, but basically we've got to work to get our independence, to get the things we want in life. You've got to work to earn money. So if you're working and you're happy with doing what you're doing, fantastic. If you're not happy doing what you're doing, then look for a change. But again, coming back, think about really what you'd like to do. I sometimes say to people, if you had a magic wand, la varita mágica, and you could select a kind of company, a kind of job, with no limitations, and not even thinking about the economic aspects, what would you really like to do? And very few people can actually answer me in a structured way, or they've never even thought about it. They've never even thought about it. So that's fundamental. Now, when you say about doing a personal marketing plan, it makes you look as though you want to leave a company. No, you can do your own personal marketing plan within the company you're in. You may be in a finance department, but you fancy going into marketing. Or you may be in marketing and you've had no experience in sales, so you'd like to know what it's like in the sales environment. Obviously, there are certain technical positions that it's difficult to go into, but you know, the idea is that at least within your own company, you can talk to people who are doing those jobs. So you've got access to those kind of jobs. What's involved? What qualifications do you need? Do you think I've got the personality to do it? I don't think people would get too annoyed, at least I wouldn't anyway, if somebody shows a slight amount of ambition and concern for his future. The worst possible is have somebody and you say, well, what would you like to do in 5 years' time? Which is a classic, again, interview question. And if somebody says, I don't know, I've never really thought about it, then you think, well, you know, what kind of person are you then? You know, you can't continue. Just think about it. And even if you think about it a little bit, you don't have to be too ambitious. Companies couldn't survive with 100% of their people being ambitious either. They need people who are going to be good hard workers in steady jobs, doing a good job with a small dose of ambition, but not knocking on the door of their boss every week and saying, where am I going next? When am I going to get a promotion, etc. No, companies can't work that way. You can't have 100% ambition. So going back again to the question, I know some companies, the attitude of people, because companies are obviously people, they get annoyed if they think somebody's looking for a job, if they're looking to leave the company. But the problem is not the person. The problem is the company, because the company is not satisfying the needs of that person or is not using the resources or the techniques or the skills or the competencies of that person in the right way to make them stay, to be able to achieve, to be motivated, and to contribute, obviously, to the success of the company. So the fault is not, you can't put the blame on the person. The blame is always on the company. And that's why people leave companies, because they're basically not satisfied, or they see a better opportunity in another company that they don't have in their own company. And that's life.